Hey beautiful people, welcome to the Pisces full moon forecast.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima just stopping in for a quick reading for us today for the Pisces full moon that we've got here in the UK. Today is Saturday the 14th. I've actually opted to do this reading for us in the park today, guys. I don't know how prepared I was, but I guess everything has already been written, so I am as prepared as I needed to be for the occasion. I'm going to be doing a reading for us, literally just to give us some insight in terms of what to expect for the energies of this Pisces full moon, because it is going to be such eclectic energies for our growth, our change, our evolution. And I wanted to just stop in and give us some insights, some guidance, and also just to sort of see what is to come and how to work with the energies. So I hope everybody's having an awesome day today. BTW, happy full moon to everybody. What I would say to you guys, if you guys haven't already done so, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys can be kept in the know for every time I upload these awesome videos for you guys. And also if you hit the notification bell, you'll be the first in the know for all of the amazing content that I'm able to release for you guys. Okay. Obviously these are going to be general readings, guys. So if it doesn't resonate, do let it dissipate. Okay, don't necessarily take on too much of the energies with you guys, but if it does resonate and you guys would like to go deeper, then definitely be sure to hit me up and I'll be able to, you know, go a little bit deeper with you with a personal reading. Details to do so will be in the description box below. And also, if you guys do sort of like the content, if it does resonate with you guys, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Definitely sort of comment down below and let me know how you were effectively able to utilize the guidance and insight, guys. Okay, so we're going to go straight ahead and get right into it, guys, because our man is killing me. The sun is burning the life out of my back, and I actually wanted to be in the sunshine for this for you guys for today. So it was a conscious effort, I guess, to be out in Amen, but it's not necessarily as effective as I was hoping. So let's just go and try and get this done for you guys as clearly and as quickly as possible for you guys. Obviously, you guys can hear life happening all around us. I am in the park, it's a public park, so you know it is going to be a bit lively, but I wanted to connect to the energy of nature for today because we are going deeply into the subconscious, because the Pisces moon is actually happening in our 12th house, and it's really going to actually be impacting our subconscious mind. It's really going to be impacting the organs, as I mentioned in my Instagram daily oracle guidance. If you guys aren't already sort of, you know, connected with me on Instagram, then definitely be sure to utilize the details in the description box and follow me on IG, because I'm able to give you guys daily oracle guidance. I am bringing over a lot of the content over to here, but sometimes certain days are amiss. So if you guys want to keep up with the content as it goes live on IG, then check out the description box below. But the moon in Pisces today is actually going to be impacting our pineal gland, our feet, toes, and the pineal gland is the actual feet. So what I'm basically trying to say, because they're giving me the information, I'm trying to condense it to be able to relate to you guys. So the pineal gland is obviously sort of connected to the third eye. This is our ability to travel into other realms. This is our ability to really connect to the future and past trajectories all at once whilst experiencing the present moment. So Spirit's really giving us an opportunity to go deeper within the subconscious mind. It's almost as though the clog and fog that has been here for us throughout this year is kind of being cleared away. And it's giving us more of an opportunity to be able to gain new perspective, new insight, new clarity, new awareness about how to effectively navigate through the process. So what I'm going to be doing for us, guys, because I don't have a ton of space as such, but I am going to try I'm going to pull, utilize the tarot cards, the tarot spread for us. And I'm also going to be able to pull a card for each of the different tribes, if you will, from the Work Your Light deck. And I'll also be able to do the extended reading for you guys, but that will only be accessible via my Patreon channel or my actual website, which is still in the process of being built. So definitely be sure to check that out, guys, and you'll be able to access your personal reading for the actual Pisces full moon. I'll be able to go deeper as well into the different aspects of particularly what the full moon is triggering in your chart for your particular tribe. So for those of you that are Virgos, for those of you that are Pisces like myself, obviously this will be our first house that it's actually really going to be illuminating and lighting up. So we're also actually, subsequently for us Pisceans, we're actually going to be going through a process of being lit up in our subconscious mind as we become more of who we truly are authentically. So this is going to be an effective one for us in terms of the transformations that are really going to be taking place. So I am going to be sort of laying a Celtic spread for us, guys. I'm going to try and utilize the very limited space that I do have, and I'm going to pull a oracle guidance for each of the different tribes. So without further ado, seeing as I've taught you guys ears off already without actually getting into anything, I'm just going to go and get straight into it for us, guys, and see what is to come and take it from there, really. Okay, what is the divine guidance, Spirit, for my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Pisces full moon? What do we need to know? Okay, again, same sort of dynamics, emotional insecurities are what's going to really sort of be looked at. The past emotional insecurities, that were causing us a lot of tension, the things that we've been arguing about, the things that we've been disputing about, the things that was really causing a lot of conflict. As soon as our ego was triggered, as soon as our ego was bruised, we would have a tendency to just go off on the deep end, and it really put us in certain places where we weren't necessarily grounded, we weren't necessarily committed to doing the work to ourselves. We were distracting ourselves with work situations, not really having a balanced dynamics in terms of our work and personal life. So those are some of the things that are going to be looked at from the past situations and circumstances. Okay, in the present trajectory, Spirit's actually showing us that we're effectively going to be moving forward. We're slowly going to be moving forward to becoming a little bit more mature. We're going to be moving forward to pretty much get to a point where we're a little bit more charming, we're a little bit more charismatic in our nature, and that's how we're actually going to be able to show up during the experience of ourselves for this Pisces full moon. And moving forward, it actually seems as though there's going to be, again, a lot of synchronistic approaches for us. There's going to be a lot of creativity as a result of this. It's almost like as we shift into this new version of self that's so much more open, so much more free, so much more charismatic, we are going to be able to connect to our creative self, and we're going to be able to get divine insights as well. We're going to be able to get divine downloads through our emotional triggers on maybe how we can become better healers, how we can become better equipped to doing our work, how we can become better equipped to helping and assisting the people around us into becoming their better versions of themselves as well. Okay, so we're going to go and get straight into it and see what is to come for us, guys. So there's definitely a lot of disappointments, a lot of grief, a lot of heartache. There's, a few things that we are going to be letting go of, I guess, moving away from our pessimistic point of view and moving into a more hopeful approach in terms of the people that we're dealing with, the circumstances that we're battled with. And it almost feels as though going into the autumn season for us, guys, we are challenging the status quo. So we're not necessarily allowing for the restrictions of society's viewpoints to basically enclose us. We're not really sort of doing that anymore. It seems as though we're actually moving away from that. We've been hopeless in the past, trying it their way, and now we're becoming a little bit more open to just doing it our way. And it seems as though as well, we're sort of letting go of the distractions, because that's what they were. They were just reasons for us not to live up to our true potential, reasons for us not to sort of, I guess, be who we truly are in the process. And it seems as though we're becoming a little bit more happy by being able to kind of become a little bit more demanding about what it is that we want, what it is that we need to be able to feel as though our voice is being heard without us having to get to a place of being aggressive about it. We're definitely determined to be patient. We're definitely determined to be disciplined. We're definitely determined to master whatever it is that's going to give us an opportunity to gain new financial opportunities, and also just an opportunity to manifest something new into our space. We're definitely more determined to be patient with the process and be disciplined where we need to be in order to bring those things into manifestation, guys. Okay? So let's have a little look and see what is to come. Okay, so literally we are at the path, guys. The path that we're at is the devil. So this is pretty much letting me know that we are basically at a path where we're reclaiming our power. We're not quite there yet, but we're no longer in a place. So to reclaim the power, the devil would need to be in its reverse position, which means that we're no longer being impacted by the cycles of our codependency, by our addictions, by our lustful attractions. We're no longer sort of being impacted by those desires of ours. We're not necessarily entirely there just yet, because this is how the cards popped out. So we're not entirely there just yet, but we are in the process of moving along that path for ourselves. We're getting new perspective. We're getting newfound clarity, where it's almost like it's a very fresh, I guess, thought process that we're in at the minute. But for some reason, it's actually giving us an opportunity to go deeper into the things that we're curious about in terms of the next versions of ourselves that we can potentially become. Because at the minute, it seems as though we are uncomfortable. We're not necessarily happy with the confusion, with the indecisiveness that's kind of taking place at the minute. And those are some of the things that I guess we're really sort of taking an opportunity to move away from so that we can become a little bit more open. Okay? What crosses us whilst we're at this place, Spirit? What crosses us while we're at this place for this Pisces full moon? Okay, so we've got two paths that we're crossing. We are crossing the boundaries of our self-imposed restrictions. We're crossing the boundaries again of distraction tactics, diversion mechanisms, so we don't have to do the work that's necessary to actually become our better versions of ourselves, not just sort of taking the easy approach to situations, but actually doing the work. We're no longer sort of allowing for ourselves to be restricted by our choices. We're becoming a little bit more optimistic about the way that we go about the situation as well, and we're not so hopeless about, again, what society thinks that we should be versus who we feel that we are at the core of our being. Okay, let's have a look and see what's in the past trajectory for us. Spirit, what's in the past trajectory? What's in our future? Show us. What do we need to know for this Pisces full moon? As clearly as you can, please, Spirit. There's a lot going on, guys. Okay, so we have a lot. This is the past for us, and it seems as though this is the future for us. Okay, so in the past, it's going to be very stressful. I wanna sort of put that across to you guys. It's going to be very stressful. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of responsibility. It's going to require a lot of action for us, but we are completing a cycle because we do have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so looking at the past trajectory for us, guys, again, these two cards have shown up. These three cards have shown up a fair bit throughout this reading. So in the past trajectory, we've got the Hierophant in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So it's pretty much letting you know that basically we were making, like I said, decisions based on what society's viewpoints on us is, in terms of traditionally. We were being conventional, I guess, in terms of the way that we were navigating through the process of our own personal experience, and it wasn't necessarily making us happy. It was leaving us feeling like we were dissatisfied with the path that we were on, and it was really actually causing a lot of discomfort to our spirit, and that's what was making us indecisive. That's what was making us unsure about whether or not we were on the right path. But it seems as though moving forward we are in the star position, guys. Okay, so we're a lot more hopeful. We're going through a spiritual renewal. We're kind of being poured into. Spirit's pouring something new into us as we pour away the old perspectives, the old versions of ourselves. And again, like I said, it's going to be very, very stressful. It's going to be very, very hardcore for a lot of us. So do bear that in mind, guys. It's not going to be necessarily smooth sailing, but it is going to be worth it for you, I guess, as you continue to let the process of everything unfold for you as it's supposed to. Okay, let's have a look and see what's in the subconscious mind for my fellow L.I.F.E Warriors for this Pisces full moon. What do we need to know, Spirit? Subconscious and conscious mind. What do we need to know as clearly as you can? Okay, so for the subconscious, we have, okay, that's what we've got in the subconscious mind. So for the subconscious mind, we're holding off, okay? We're holding off. There's basically delays. We're no longer sort of creating from those places of our insecurities. A lot of us as well, we will find ourselves holding off from certain relationships that may trigger us in terms of communication as well. So we're kind of like holding off all around from anything that's going to cause us emotional insecurity. And it feels as though there's definitely going to be some delays for us in the process because of that. But it's actually showing us as well that at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And again, we've got so many 10s here, guys. So there's definitely a lot going on because we've got the 10 of Cups in terms of the conscious mind. So we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse and the Fool in reverse. So what this is letting you know is that subconsciously we are, we're not necessarily communicating our insecurities. We're not effectively communicating our insecurities, and we're being reckless about the way that we are navigating through the process as a result consciously. And it is going to impact our home situations. It is going to impact our family circumstances. It is going to impact the way that we are going to be able to, I guess, move forward, because at the minute we're going to be going into isolation for some of us. Some of us may also find ourselves with this Pisces full moon going through a process of budgeting and outlining some of our financial failures, our financial losses. And also it really is going to be we're going to have to really be careful because the insecurities is going to be affecting our finances, guys. We're going to be going through a process of self-sabotage because of the fact that we're not effectively communicating the things that is really triggering us at an emotional level. And I really want to put this across. The things that are triggering us at an emotional level within our root chakra, the things that are triggering us at an emotional level within our fourth house. I want to put that across. Yes, the Pisces full moon is actually lighting up our subconscious mind, but I can see that in the conscious mind it's going to be impacting our family dynamics and circumstances, which is our fourth house aspect of ourselves. So just be mindful of that, guys. Just be aware that your personal insecurities may actually be self-sabotaging your ability to maintain your finances, for one, and also to maintain your relationships, because you may find yourself going into isolation because you're pushing everybody away because you don't necessarily know how to effectively communicate the fact that you are insecure at the minute. You don't know how to communicate your insecurities because your ego is too prideful, and that may be to the detriment of your relationships. So definitely be mindfully aware of that. Okay, we're going to have a little look and see what's going on along the lines for us. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on in the atmosphere, the attitude, hopes and fears, and the outcome. Okay, let's have a look. What's going on for my life warrior spirit for this Pisces full moon in the atmosphere for this Pisces full moon? What do we need to know for the atmosphere of this Pisces full moon for my life warriors? As clearly as you can. We are open to receiving. Thank you. Okay. So we've got clarity, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that. So in the atmosphere, Spirit's giving us an opportunity. If you can see that, Spirit's giving us an opportunity to pretty much go through a process of financial recovery as well as spiritual recovery. If we can recover spiritually by expressing our personal insecurities and taking accountability for our emotions, it will actually give us an opportunity to lighten our load, let go of some of the baggage. I spoke about the fact that this, Pisces full moon is actually going to be giving us an opportunity to go through forgiveness for a lot of the things that we may have felt that we've endured of our experiences of other people. And Spirit's giving us an opportunity to let go of some of that baggage that we're carrying, because the emotion of it all is so dense in terms of the low vibrational reflections that we're experiencing emotionally, sorry. And because of that, it seems that we're going to be going on a path of soul searching, guys. We're definitely going to be going through a part of soul searching, but we're going to go through the process optimistically. That's what Spirit's saying. Go through the process optimistically, and that will give you an opportunity to be able to actually be able to communicate those feelings, rather than if you were to go through the process being negative, being pessimistic, you'll actually find yourself in a process of not feeling open enough to be able to communicate all of the things that's going on, that's rupturing inside of you. So just be optimistic about the process, and Spirit's actually giving you an opportunity to basically recover. We've got so many 10s here again, guys. I really just have to put it across because 10 keeps showing up. So we're definitely completing cycles here. Spirit's giving us an opportunity to recover from some of the backstabbing, to recover from some of the negative thoughts, that people have projected at us because they weren't necessarily willing to own their own feelings themselves as well. It's actually giving us an opportunity to set ourselves up for a long-term trajectory. We're going to be able to recover long-term, and it's going to give us an opportunity to invest in ourselves long-term if we're able to just go through this soul-searching process with optimism rather than pessimism, assuming that what has already happened is what's going to continue for the process of our growth. Okay, let's have a look and see what is the attitude for us for this Pisces full moon, guys. What is the attitude for us for the Pisces full moon? Okay, we've got a lot going on, guys. So again, attitude-wise, some of us are stuck in the past, okay? The cards are definitely doing the most at the minute, guys. So some of us are definitely sort of stuck in the past, looking at it. We've got the Six of Cups in reverse. We've got the King of Wands upright, and we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Sorry, I've got these two crows. I've got this one particular crow just watching me do the reading. So I guess he's taking on board his particular guidance as well, because they go through it as well, guys. Like, this is a universal thing. I literally watched a squirrel earlier actually plant his nut, and another squirrel just watched him from a branch, and as soon as he left and went elsewhere, that squirrel went and grabbed his nut and just helped himself to it. And it just taught me, even in the animal kingdom particularly, there's so much backbiting, and they're also going to be getting their opportunity to do differently as well, because they're also equally effectively learning. But yeah, it seems as though, some of us, in terms of the attitude, we're just kind of stuck in the past. And it's almost like with being stuck in the past, it's going to cause us delays in terms of being able to realize our potential. Sorry guys, my legs are in the most awkward position, so I'm going to continue to switch it up for you guys. Bear with me, people. So yeah, it seems as though the actual attitude of us is pretty much causing the delays. The attitude is what's causing the delays, because we're not able to expand. We're not able to allow for ourselves to become more of a visionary. In terms of some of us that are into entrepreneurship as well, there are going to be some delays in terms of our ability to, I guess, do our work in terms of, self-employed people, because we're going to be dealing with our past emotions. We're going to be dealing with our past circumstances. And also, what I do want to put across is, don't necessarily be too naive as well in terms of the way that you're navigating through your business if you're self-employed, because what you'll tend to find is that you're going to, again, cause delays to the potential of the seeds that you're planting in your business. The attitude as we go through the process, guys, it seems as though we're actually sort of going through severe anxiety, depression. Sleepless nights is definitely on the card for us, and it feels as though it's not as bad as it potentially could be, but it is still pretty significant in terms of the way that our ego is looking at the situation. So that's just something to be mindfully aware of, guys. Okay, let's have a look and see what's going on in the hopes and fears, and we'll see the outcome for this Pisces full moon. What is the hopes and fears, Spirit, for my fellow L.I.F.E Warriors for this Pisces full moon? Hopes and fears. What do we need to know about it? Make it clear, please. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have a look, guys, and see. Hopes and fears, guys. What do we need to know, Spirit? Okay. So for the hopes and fears, Spirit's giving us an opportunity to complete the cycle. Spirit's giving us, the hope is that we'll be able to complete the cycle. The fear is that we'll be able to complete the cycle. So I completely understand this. It will actually, the hope is that we'll be able to find our happiness, but the fear is that we'll have to release anxiety in the process. The fear is that we'll have to release the things that's causing us unhappiness in the process. The fear is that we may have to release some of the people, we may have to release some of the patterns, we may have to release some of the, I guess, circumstances. And I can understand why that may cause us to be fearful, but it actually is giving us an opportunity to complete the cycle. We're actually going to find ourselves after this Pisces full moon, in birth of the Aries full moon, we'll actually be able to find ourselves in a place where we have completed the cycle of holding on to things that were causing us anxiety at a subconscious level. And again, this is for those of you that are wanting, ready, and willing to do the work to release it. As I mentioned, it's about being optimistic throughout the process of, that's really what's going to be your saving grace throughout this Pisces full moon trajectory for us, guys. So bear that in mind. Okay, now let's have a look and see what the outcome is for us, guys. More importantly, let's have a look again. Just looking at that, it just said, be optimistic about the creative blockers. Be optimistic, because if spirits kind of like blocked your path, that's your guys working in your favor on your behalf to let you know, nope, this isn't going to be for your long-term success. This is a short-term fix. We need something that's going to be a little bit more stable than that, because Saturn is finishing its retrograde motion. So bear that in mind, guys. Okay, when you feel that anxiety that things aren't necessarily working out for your best interest, know that it's working out for God's favor over your life. Okay, thank you for your services, Mr. B. Thank you for your services. Goodbye. Thank you. There we go. Okay, what is the outcome for my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Pisces full moon? What is the outcome? What do you need to know as far as the outcome for this Pisces full moon? As clearly as you can, Spirit. Okay, so the outcome for us is that we will be carrying emotional baggage. Okay, we'll be carrying emotional baggage in terms of our romance, the romantic aspect of our. Okay, so this is what I want to say to us, guys. The romantic aspect of our lives is particularly where we're going to be triggered subconsciously at this point. We're going to see how our family patterns is sort of impacting our romantic life, and we're going to be able to release some of the insecurities there. We're going to be able to release some of the anxiety that we've developed over the years based on our upbringing, based on, I guess, the way that we've kind of like seen our parents do relationships and our family members do relationships as well. But it seems as though we're going to be carrying baggage, where we're sort of struggling to move on in terms of the outcome during the process of, and that's because we're struggling to control the situation. We're trying to be very domineering, and we're not allowing for spirit to work through us as vessels, guys. We're not allowing for ourselves to maintain the path of least resistance. We're actually still just trying to literally just let our ego continue with this illusion that it is in control, and we all know that that's an absolute lie. you know. Again, it's a deception, it's a deception. The frustration that you're feeling about the delays is a deception. You don't need to be frustrated. The delays are happening so that you can have your long-term successes, but it does feel as though you are going to be struggling with the process as Spirit is trying to do this for you. Okay, so we're going to finish it up, guys, with an oracle guidance for each and every one of my different tribes. Okay, we're going to start off, seeing as we are still in Virgo season, my Virgo beauties. I'm a Virgo ascendant, so we're going to start off with Earth tribe, sorry. More rather, we'll start off with the Earth tribe and take it from there and see what your divine guidance is for this Pisces full moon. Just to sort of give you guys some guidance as well collectively. So when I say Earth tribe, I'm speaking about Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Okay, so if your sun sign is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, your sun, moon, or rising is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then this would be the card that's suitable for you, and we will outline the rest of them as well. Okay, so what is the divine guidance, Spirit, for my fellow L.I.F.E Warriors for this Pisces full moon? We're breaking the chain. So you're breaking your ancestral patterns. You're breaking the patterns from the past. You are letting go of your past cycles. You're no longer doing things the way that your parents did things and their parents and their parents. You're actually going to be doing things differently. And right now you're going through a process of birthing a new age. You're going through a process of actually coming into your own as an individual. Okay. And moving forward, your path is divinely guided. Like I said to you guys, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Your guides are utilizing the elements to work with, to, and through you in order to be able to maintain your successes in life on a long-term trajectory, guys. It's not for the short-term fix. And this is something that's really going to be able to give you, I guess, a solid foundation, not just for yourself, but for generations to come as well. So bear that in mind as you shift and break the cycle for yourself. It also shifts the trajectory for the generations to come as well. They can benefit from the work that you're doing. Let's have a look and see what's the divine guidance for my Earth tribe, Spirit, for this Pisces full moon. What do they need to know? Okay, so for my Earth tribe, you guys have got the Great Gathering and Pillar of Light. Okay, so these are the two cards for you guys. What I'm seeing is that there'll be people from your past that's coming back in. There'll be your soul tribe as well. So there'll be past life relationships sort of coming back into your space. There'll be people from your past showing up for this Pisces full moon, and they'll pretty much be showing up to sort of, I wouldn't necessarily just say feed off your light, but it's almost like they can see your light's been activated and they're now coming in to fulfill your karmic contracts with them, so this is now your opportunity to take an opportunity to basically grow from the situation, maybe not necessarily handle circumstances with the past people that are showing back up the way that you would do in the past, but maybe take an opportunity to do things differently. It's a sisterhood of the rose. So you guys are going to get an opportunity. They're probably going to be able to really sort of provide some solidarity for you during the time of this Pisces full moon, because it's going to give you an opportunity to get a little bit more grounded, a little bit more fixed in your earthy self, and a little bit more open to the process as you kind of integrate your sires, your ability to command, with God's will over your life. Okay, let's have a little look, guys. What is, your vibration as well, I want to put across to you guys, is going to be raising, because you guys, this is, if you ever think about it, this Pisces full moon is happening in your season. This is happening in Virgo season. So this is going to be a power up for the Earth tribe collectively as well. So bear that in mind. Okay, and your people are going to be coming to you, birthing a new age, guys. Okay, what is the divine guidance? Let's have a little look-see. We're going to go and have a look for Fire tribe. What is the divine guidance for my fire babies? My fire tribe for this Pisces full moon? What do they need to know? For my fire tribe for this Pisces full moon, Spirit, as clearly as you can. Okay, so for you guys, the advice is to set your boundaries. Okay, for you fire tribe babies, don't let people continue to pick away at you. Don't let people continue to pick away at your time, your energy, your resources. Don't let them basically trigger your ego. If somebody is doing something that is aggravating your spirit, your soul, then rather than you kind of like letting it sit beneath the surface and rupture over time, just acknowledge it, face it head on and set some healthy boundaries in place for the situation moving forward. What is it niggling trying to tell you? Trust that feeling within your avatar. Your avatar is trying to let you know that something isn't necessarily working for you at the minute. Something isn't necessarily making you feel safe. It's not making you feel respected. It's not making you feel protected. So just when those feelings show up, know that you are being divinely guided. Your guides are letting you know that you need to speak on this. You need to set healthy boundaries in place for yourself so that moving forward, this isn't something that you may potentially have to sort of continue to deal with, at least not in this particular dynamic. Okay? I'm going to shift again the legs, guys. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. So, yeah, let's have a look, see what is the divine guidance for. I'm going to go with my air babies. We're going to leave the water tribe for last because we're in water tribe elements, seeing as it's a Pisces full moon. Okay, so what is the divine guidance spirit for my? Oh, we've already got our divine guidance, guys. So for my air tribe. So again, just to touch in on the fire tribe. The fire tribe is reference to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so for my air tribe, I'm speaking about Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so for you guys, the advice to you guys is that the ever unfolding rose is kind of happening. It's happening for you, not to you. Just say yes. Okay, just say yes. Just allow for spirit to do this for you. If you can have a look, like spirit basically trickling down light into your dark body of the avatar. So just say yes and share your voice in the process. You know, speak up. Allow for your truth to be your validation of your experience, not other people kind of not waiting for other people to validate your experience. Come out of your cage and express yourself. You know, don't necessarily continue to sit in your heart space, in your in your soul space, if you will, and continue to be having grievances with yourself and other people about your experience of your circumstances presently. Just know that spirit is giving you an opportunity to have things happen for you, to complete the cycles that's going on for you guys, for you to be able to create new patterns. Spirit's saying cracked open is happening for you, not to you. Okay, just have a look and see what's kind of triggering you in the process, because these circumstances, these people are mirror reflections of the things that's going on with you at a soul level of yourself, and spirit's giving you an opportunity to shift those vibrations. Okay, let's have a little look anyways, guys, and see finally what is the divine guidance for my water tribe. What is the divine guidance spirit for my water babies, my water tribe, for this Pisces full moon? There we go, guys. Again, the advice to you guys as well is to just say yes, but we have a lot more cards, and this is probably why I was taking a minute to get to us. Okay, it's interesting. Just say yes, and we've also got no. So basically, what I'm seeing, looking at the cards, so we've got Starseed and Keepers of the Earth. What lights you up? Okay, so your ancestors are going to be guiding you to what is your creative gifts. They're going to be guiding you to really express those. They're going to be guiding you to really identify those within yourself. Now isn't necessarily the time for you to sort of put those across, but now is the time for you to kind of like reacquaint yourself to yourself, essentially. Okay, because moving forward, spirit is saying no. Okay, wait. If you weren't afraid of the outcome, if you weren't afraid that things weren't going to work out, if you weren't afraid that you are not this warrior woman that you see yourself as internally, that you know that you are, warrior man for some of us, okay, that you know that you are, intuitively, wait, postpone. That's what's happening for you anyways. There's delays happening for you. Your ancestors are giving you an opportunity to work on your creative nature, really develop your skills, really hone your craft, and in the process, spirit is actually just kind of giving you an opportunity to take a step back, analyze the situation, evaluate your next steps before you actually start moving carelessly, and just, okay. But I hope that that was useful for you guys. I hope that you guys were able to gain some insight and some clarity from that, because looking at it for us, guys, it seems as though we are literally collectively, our light working abilities, we are now being called to order to be able to allow for ourselves to transcend and shift the dynamics of the new earth that is already here. It's simply for us to continue to elevate our vibration so that we can be a vibrational match to what already is. Okay. I hope that that was useful for you guys. I'm just going to leave it there because my storage is running low, but I needed to sort of come into the space and get this out for you guys. As per usual, beloveds, you know, I just want to be able to give you guys what will essentially be an effective tool and guidance for you in order for you to navigate through the process. If you would like to go deeper with a personal reading with me, then again, like I said, check out the description box below. If you've liked the reading, if you felt like it resonated with you, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how you've actually found the information. And if you would also like to do stuff like connect with me on social media, purchase candles, if you would simply like to just connect with me on a different vibration as well, details to do so will be in the description box below, and we'll pretty much just be able to chop it up, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. If you guys haven't already done so, definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you guys can be kept in the know for when I upload these awesome videos for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, as per usual, beloveds, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. Until next time, Ashe.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell for more.